Welcome back to part number 28 of my Imperator Rome playthrough as the Bosporan Kingdom. We have been warring since about 600 or thereabouts. And these units here are waiting for a claim to hit against Britannia. It's about 88 or thereabouts % done. This Britannia is large, actually. I hired a couple of mercs. He's got some cities. He's, I think it's going to be a couple of wars with him, if not 3. These mercs are headed up this way. I have a large fleet here. These guys are separated for supply, so they don't eat themselves away. I was sending this group down that had invaded Arvernia. This was going to land here, is scheduled to land here. These guys were headed over there as a staging area so they could retake to the sea and invade this area here. But, you know, as they're here and we're mostly ready, you know, why should I carry on with that? Why not just stop them right here as they're already here? Essentially, we can get the ball rolling right now. Let's do it. We can't do it because we need stability. Let's who is this here? It's Druidic Deity. Boom. 22.7 works. Let's check the loyalty here. It's not exactly stellar. The lower it is, really, the more we get for free. So we'll leave it like that for a while. Maybe one more, man. Yeah. Let's who is this here? Hellenic deity, Hellenic deity. There we go. So let's declare that war right now. And we'll check the combatants again. Boom. And stack wipe the mercenary here. I'm assaulting these forts away. And we're making a fair headway against a fairly well fortified area. The claim just hit here against Britannia. We are essentially ready to group up. These guys are going to board this ship and go over here and attack Britannia. There's some skirmishing, nothing really serious around here as we vastly out-tech and outnumber the enemy. See, I'm pretty sure we can separate peace out with somebody here. Maybe it'll get some mercs off the board. I'm trying to figure out why I can't separate peace out with a Superatia there. I think that he's 100% occupied, but does he have... Maybe you. Not you. Just declared war here on Britannia. He has 2 friends here, but we can do it anyway. We can separate peace here now, and we'll... This territory, Superatia, is occupied. Superatia must be the reason I can't separate peace out here. Bringing some units, 2 armies up to deal with some of these Britannia allies. There doesn't seem to be anyone about right now. That navy I'm building to transport my new armies about is coming online here as well. I think I'll build those armies. Well, right in this mess somewhere are the new armies. We have very support heavy. I was going to split him in half, but then he didn't turn out to be quite as large an ordeal or a force as I had imagined. It'll certainly siege very well, that's for sure. And then the Greek army here is more rationally placed or more multi-purpose relative to combat. I have literally no clue as to where this Britannia guy is. He's at war with no one else other than us. He's just sort of missing in action. Maybe he doesn't have armies or just transitioned out of tribal or some sort of... who knows. We just hit that last siege here with the Southern War. I think we can peace out with the lot. We should be able to take all of it. We can. And will. Alright, this war is closed. These guys are consolidating around in this very high food provenance. I'm bringing some boats here to pick them up. This unit is going to evacuate as well and hopefully end up either here or here by the time that 677 June rolls around, which is about a year and a quarter out. These guys have seemingly done their thing there. We have a fairly substantial navy. And these guys are grouping up another 12, and of course the Macedonian or Greek, we need to pick them up immediately. Let's go and grab them. After all that happens and this war closes down, we need to extract these armies and move them down to this front here by the time that 677 happens as well. I need to close this war out fast. We have 1 year to take as much war score and redeploy here. I don't think it's going to be pretty. This guy is leaving Iberia. These are grouping up here. We're going to go over here and have to get this group coordinated here as well. Let's see if we can get you off of this island and back over here to Pyrene. To that end, I have this fleet headed the wrong way. I'm going to try to siege down this fort here and a separate piece out his buddy in Votadinia. This guy is force marching up here. We're going to try to separate piece out this nation as well, Brigantis. I assaulted the forts in this province away here. This was a random army wandering around down in South Britannia here. We're going to this port city. This guy really should... let's see if he can get this guy. We're behind... I see. You know, behind schedule. Let's get this down here. We just need to assault this fort and take this as well. And then we'll be able to separate peace out. Speaking of separate peace out, these should auto-occupy shortly. They can. And we'll separate peace there. We've arrived. Let's just do it. Boom. Alright, so we can have a merc. Force march there, occupy that. We can get the heck back to the boats. Alright, these guys are loaded up here. Let's get back down to this area here, right here. And they'll just disperse. Boom, 100% occupation. We can separate peace out there as well. Let's let this merc go here. I think we should be able to peace out with this power here as well. Let's just get out of here just in case we don't take that. Then we'll be exiled and we don't want to do that. Let's go and pick up our friend here. And then we'll do the peace thing. We've done it. We've evacuated. We still have a fair bit of time to get out and down to Iberia. Let's check the peace. It looks as though he's quite agreeable, really, relative to war score. This area here is sort of hard to get at. There we go, any cool 100. I'll take it. Boom. On to Iberia we go. Alright, so we are at the same place. These are deploying. These are headed down to deploy here. I took some time here. I noticed we were running a bit low on food here, and I'm going to import. I just imported 5 routes. I had to spend some money for farms here in Pancala. I didn't spend any on any farms, but I did move some pops about, and I created 4 more wheat for the capital, so we'll not run out of food. I checked my elephant cities, and indeed did find more and move some pops in there. I should probably build a few more aqueducts as well there, so that we can fuel the capital with more elephants, which are driving the productivity of the 700 or 1735 pops in the capital province by 66% at present. I have one innovation. This fort maintenance is not going to do me any good, but at least I'll know we'll be one step closer to the supply limit, paymasters, and then this glorious army surgeons. We seem to have some tech coming in. This is going to pop at May, about 4 years. This one 78, and then U 82. So between the 3 of those, 1, 2, and 3, we'll have army surgeons by 82, unless we get a breakthrough, and then we'll have it sooner. Bountiful harvest events, 4,200 or 300 gold or thereabouts. I hired some mercs in anticipation of the Carthage War. 2 here. 1 over here. He's on his way up. Egypt is such that he probably can be annexed, as there's not much there. We just have Cernasia. I see. This is not the revolt any longer. Egypt proper. And then you and this area, we can separate peace out of. Yeah, we'll just annex all of it. I'm going to levyize this and use these newly created armies here to access this island and the various other Egyptian holdings. These armies are still not up to full capacity relative to food, and there's no supply problems or provincial food problems. It's just they take a while to level up. Well, there went all that gold on theaters and temples for this area here. We can upgrade our wonder here to 10%, another 2.5% war score cost, and I think it goes up to 20 AE reduction. And then generals and morale, I think that goes up to 5 and 12. I'll pay. We can't even afford it. It's 1900 gold. I just have to wait. Sometime during the war, I think it's going to have to get done for the war score. This guy is a major pain. He's allied with a migratory tribe now. Venetia. I don't know if he always has been, but these guys are essentially everywhere. There's let's see where they are exactly. They're mostly here. They're here. We can get some levies and such. They're here as well. Levies, I think. It's not as bad as all that. Yep. Well, the truce expired a few days back. We are properly positioned. This is the war goal right here. That's, yeah, it's on. We have troops essentially positioned everywhere. This should be relatively quick for Carthage. This guy has just barely arrived at the scene there. This guy as well, but barely is just about good enough. This fellow here as well. We have some troops here in North Africa. They are proceeding to occupy these various war goals. I hired a merc here. He's going to go occupy that. we probably let this merc go and then deal with this migratory tribe. Will probably try to ravage these territories here. The levies would be like minimal versus a migratory tribe's numbers. But I think there are probably some fatter merc stacks about somewhere that can get the job done. Sort of lost track of time. I'm dropping an 18,000 stack here. I guess he'll just come up the back way to Cernacia and stay food friendly rather than trying to siege this fort. I'm going to bring the other army over here, take this capital, and then we have this army here who is going to take to the sea. And let's see, we can merge that and sail off to this island that he, I bet, thought we wouldn't be aware of. We'll take that, and then we'll sail off to Crete. These guys, we need to get them on the ball here, down to this area, and then, well, all we can do is try here. Let's see what happens. I think we probably should call one up here as well. Let's see what we'll end up. Yeah. We'll go right there or here, even better yet. Can those guys down this fort? That's our own fort. Good for us. This merc here has arrived at this other Egyptian holding, and I think for Egypt, that is about the size of it here. We have this area, Cyprus, this tiny little island, and this, as soon as we occupy all that, we can separate peace out with him and be done with it. This says the second Carthaginian Hellenistic war, but it's not really though. It's like the 10th Egyptian Bosporan war. But I think the cycle is finally coming to an end here. Forgot about these guys. They are ready for some action as well, clearly. I say we have a whole lot. Go up there and siege this down. We'll assault it and get on with our day. And then there's this guy as well. Let's head up to this food area, and then we'll go and siege the fort on the enemy's dime. It's not looking good for the first levy of Baetica. I feel a stack wipe coming on. It's over for him. We defeated the levy here, and he should not be able to raise another. This one was off in the boondocks here, so we can just have this well, we'll probably stand the merc down, really, and utilize him to fight off the migratory horde that will inevitably raise a horde and start to ravage our Gallic territories. Assaulted that fort and have put it down. Let's roll out. Let's upgrade this wonder while the upgrading is good here. There it is, level 4, 1900, 180, well worth our while. There's something of a fight here, but it's not really so much so. These guys are 100% and 93%. I think we can chase this lot down here as well. The morale. Stack wiped another 2,000. This guy, it's over for him, I think, as well. We'll stack wipe that whole army there. I'll take the PI, why not? We can peace out with this Carthage ally. As I suspected, a migratory horde has come. Let's see if it's near any of our massive urban. I see. We just now got this area with some aqueducts and some Bosporans up there. I think we may well be over deployed relative to our merc count here. I think this guy, I'm gonna write him off, and let's see how many we have now. 1, 2, and that's it. So I see he's gotten a little deeper than I had thought here. That's I think one of the large cities there. Let's see how It's quite brightly colored. So, what region is this in here? I have, I see, Moesha, Dacia. I think Dacia has a decent sized levy. Right there at the top of the list. This is Dacia right there, so I think if we call up this levy here, let's check his commanders. A 1, we need to get a proper governor there to command this effort. Let's see here. She's, I believe, disloyalty inspired. And I think this guy is a man for the job right there. Get this guy as a legate. So let's plop this guy down here. We'll force march here and see about putting this guy away. We have a nice, relatively small but proficient stack right here. Let's get him up to speed. I think we probably can say much the same here as well. Good for horde chasing there. We'll see if we can get the proper tactic there selected. Choose that as well. Our client state Farfa comes through here and this occupies this. I think we can call up a levy right here as well. I see. He's probably or she's not quite up to the job, but we find somebody who is. I think we need to get this army here up to deal with those migratory hordes. Just hijacked a merc and threw the numbers off for this entire effort here. It's over for, I think, these Egyptians here. Who is this guy? We have an oratory advance and we want an occupation here. Get this guy. I think we can get more attrition, a supply limit. I'll take it. Perhaps the situation is under control. These 2 mercs and this levy here. And these guys, so maybe we'll not go up there and divert to Carthago. We're going to relieve that situation over there in Egypt. Wrong unit. Let's see here. Let's get this guy down here immediately. These mercs are moraled up. Let's go ahead here and go and see if we can put it to these guys. Hopefully we can. We're going to assault this last Egyptian fort. I think we should be able to separate peace shortly thereafter. The siege dropped. We need to force march after this guy immediately. It looks like there are more. Ay. Oh. The first Taxus of Cappadocia Taurica has arrived. We need to get down here immediately. Those mercs have encountered the enemy here. It looks as though they've defeated them. Just sort of have them set there. And they've arrived there. They're going to this Dolam area. I think we can separate peace out with Egypt now. We can. Let's take the most difficult to reach areas first. And then work our way in here. $97, I see. I think this is about as good as it's going to get here. We have most of the difficult areas to reach annexed. And we just have this central portion here. And let's just do it. He's 2 points away from being disagreeable, so we'll take it. And I'll let a couple of days tick here. Let's get these troops up here. We'll evacuate them. Let's see what can be had with Carthage here. These inland areas are very challenging to reach. So we'll come at it in that manner. So we don't have to come back here. Let's see, he's willing there. Let's see if we can get that area there. That's 90. Wait a minute. We were going to do get adjacent to this this city-state here, or this tribal vat. Yikes! That was an involved war. It's very taxing on the mental facilities there. Let's see here. So we're going to redeclare on this guy almost immediately and trigger Carthage for a second round. But there's no way to do it because this fort is not occupied, so we'll do the same thing we had just planned to do. 99 war score here looks good. Let's do it. We've done it. I think that should about do it for the episode. I'm pretty sure we can redeclare here immediately at the beginning of the next episode and go for round number 2. I hope to see you then.